So, after laying the groundwork on knowledge and the discipline of action, we arrive at chapter 5. And this chapter gets right into a very real, very human psychological conflict. That tension we all feel between engaging with the world and wanting to withdraw from it to find some inner peace.
You see, after hearing about detached action on one hand and transcendent knowledge on the other, Arjuna is stuck. He's facing what feels like an impossible choice, a logical stalemate. And that brings him to the one question that really defines this entire chapter. You can almost hear the frustration in his voice, can't you? Arjuna's question isn't just some abstract thought experiment. It's coming from a place of genuine confusion. He sees these two paths to freedom, and they look completely at odds with each other. One seems to be about giving up action. The other is about performing it with a certain mindset. He just needs a straight answer. Which one is better?
And it's really crucial to get that. For Arjuna, this is a real psychological problem. It's the dilemma for anyone who's ever thought about a higher truth, but still has to, live in the real world with all its demands.
So this is basically the map inside Arjuna's head right now. On one side, you've got sannyasa, the path of knowledge, which to him means stepping back, withdrawing from life. And on the other, you've got karma yoga, the path of duty, which demands you dive right in. From where he's standing, you have to pick a side. They seem to be in direct conflict. But Krishna's answer is just brilliant. It's a masterclass in reframing a problem. Instead of telling Arjuna which of his two opposing paths to choose, he offers a synthesis, a way of thinking that just dissolves the contradiction altogether.
Krishna does give a direct answer, though. He says that while both roads lead to the same place, the discipline of action, karma yoga, is the superior path. And why is that? Well, because for most of us, it's simply more practical. It's actually a lot harder to completely withdraw from the world than it is to learn how to act correctly within it.
Now, Krishna's answer really only clicks once we completely redefine what renunciation even means. And this new definition, well, it's the central insight of all of chapter 5.
And here it is. This is the key. True renunciation isn't about quitting your job or abandoning your family. It is an internal shift. It's a change in your own consciousness. It's about transforming your relationship to your actions, not stopping the actions themselves. So what does this internal state actually look like? Well, it means acting without that constant inner voice saying, I did this, I'm the one responsible. It means doing your work with total excellence, but without being desperate for a specific outcome. It's a state of calm, clear focus, free from all that inner chaos that attachment brings. And let's be clear, this is not cold indifference. It's a profound, peaceful kind of engagement.
Now, when you start to cultivate this internal renunciation, something pretty remarkable starts to happen psychologically. You develop a kind of deep mental mastery and stability. And the result is this incredible inner peace that just doesn't depend on what's happening outside of you. Success doesn't make you arrogant, and failure doesn't crush you. You can hear praise or criticism and not get thrown off balance. Your whole psychological center of gravity moves from the external world to your own inner state. And this isn't some magical state that just happens to you. It's a disciplined process. It starts by really trying to develop an equal vision, to see the same fundamental reality in everyone. From there, you build the resilience to stay steady no matter what life throws at you. And all of that leads to a quiet, stable, and still mind.
All of this brings us to the ultimate conclusion, doesn't it? A way to live a full, meaningful life of action right here in the world while staying completely free on the inside. This introduces a pretty advanced mindset, the idea of being a non-doer. The action keeps happening, often with incredible skill and passion. But that egoic claim, that feeling that I alone am the author of the results, it starts to fade. And that one simple shift in perspective is what eases the anxiety and breaks the psychological chains we tie to our work.
So what this chapter is really giving us is an incredibly powerful mental model for high-stakes performance, especially in our modern world. It's a framework for how to be deeply engaged, but without all the internal chaos that so often leads to burnout.
The applications for today are just so direct. This is a playbook for how to work with intensity and not burn out, how to lead without being driven by your own ego, how to perform under pressure without becoming emotionally volatile. And maybe most importantly, how to stay steady inside no matter what feedback you're getting from the world. And so chapter 5 leaves us not with a command, but with this quiet, contemplative question. It resolves that old conflict of action versus inaction by showing us they were never separate. They're two sides of the same coin, and they're integrated through an internal state of being.
The real work, then, is to find that point of balance inside ourselves.